Captain's Log, Stardate 6050.5. The Farragut has been ordered to the Chorus system to locate the USS Azrael under the command of Captain Aaron Glenn. The Azrael was investigating the recent discovery of some unusual alien technology deep in uncharted space. Just 3 days into her mission, all communications with the Azrael ceased. It is our mission to uncover the reason for the communications disruption and to offer any assistance that may be required.
Captain, I have a ship on intercept course approaching at warp 6.
Identification.
A Federation starship. NCC 517. It's the USS Azrael, sir. She's dropping out of warp.
Helm, disengage warp engines.
Aye, sir, cutting to impulse engines.
Hailing frequencies. This is Captain John T. Carr of the Starship Farragut. Acknowledge. Status on that ship, RT.
Nothing unusual. No malfunctions. Life signs normal.
Captain Glenn, this is Captain John T. Carr of the Starship Farragut. Report your status. Do you require assistance?
Captain, the Azrael is firing photon torpedoes.
She's making a run for it, sir. Heading 360 Mark 0, warp factor 6.
Lay in a pursuit course, Mr. Taylor. Match her speed.
Aye, sir. Pursuit course laid in.
Engage.
The engines! They're not responding!
Engineering.
Smithfield here.
Damage report, Mike.
Whoever that was, they knew exactly where to hit us. That attack took out our warp systems.
How bad is it?
They did a nifty job of crippling us for the short term, but nothing major. I should be able to get us back online in a few hours.
That was the Azrael that fired on us, and I need to find out why. Any chance of a revised repair estimate?
I can cut that time in half, provided that you stay away from my engine room.
You've got a deal. Dr. Holly, report to the briefing room. RT, Mr. Prescott, you're with me. Mr. Taylor, you have the con. Just 3 days in the Azrael's mission, and all communications went dark. Her coming out to meet us in deep space means that she's been receiving Starfleet communications all along. They knew we were coming and headed us off before we could reach the Chorus system.
A premeditated assault on another Federation vessel doesn't make sense. Glenn's service record is flawless. He's a man of unswerving character.
You've worked with Captain Glenn before, Mr. Prescott?
A training mission, sir. Starfleet Academy.
Very good. Starfleet has given us the relevant logs and data from the Azrael's 3-day mission for our analysis. My initial impression is that he may not be responsible for his actions. Watch closely. I want everyone's input.
Captain's log, stardate 6047.2. The strange energy emanating from the fifth planet in the system has led us to an incredible discovery. Advanced alien devices in orbit about the gas giant seem to be drawing the gases from the atmosphere. These massive, spherical constructs appear to be using the gases as some form of fuel. Preliminary scans indicate that these devices are generating the strange energy emissions permeating the system. Captain's log, stardate 6048.4. My analysis of the alien devices surrounding Quarters 5 is producing some interesting results. More and more, I'm starting to see the relationship between the machines in orbit and the gases in the atmosphere. If I could just gain access to the internal systems of these machines, I am certain that I would be able to unlock their secret. I will continue to collect the data and work towards a hypothesis. Our mission to Chorus 5 has yielded phenomenal results. I've learned more than I could have hoped for. Everything is becoming clear. I realize my purpose now, and I intend to see this experiment through to the ultimate conclusion. Nothing shall stand in my way. Nothing.
That's the last log entry. Thoughts?
That was a clear change of personality if I ever saw one. From increasing signs of stress and fatigue to an obsessive nature. And did you notice his eyes?
An almost reddish glow. No telling what's affecting him or what state of mind he's in.
Or the rest of his crew. No one on that ship has made any attempt to get a message through to Starfleet, and they've had plenty of opportunity.
His attack on Farragut was deliberately designed to put us out of commission, but not to destroy us. He wants to delay us, and that's all.
For what purpose?
That alien technology. It looks like he was onto something. Maybe he just wanted to buy a little more time.
Why the strange behavior? The sudden obsession? The abrupt disinterest in logging his progress? Could there be an alien force at work here?
You mean something we haven't seen in those logs? Well, I think he'd have given something away if it made contact with an alien presence. I'm more inclined to believe that those unusual energy emissions may be responsible for his condition.
Which would put Farragut at risk as soon as we get in range. I want you to examine these logs and associated data in more detail. See what you can come up with before we get underway. Mr. Prescott, brief your men on the situation and prepare them for a potential hostile encounter. We may need to beam aboard Azrael and take it by force.
Very well, sir.
Doctor, you can assist Commander Tackett by analyzing that energy. Find out if we're at risk and what you can do to counteract its effect.
Aye, sir.
Dismissed.
Remember that we are dealing with another Starfleet ship and crew. The attack on Farragut disabled our warp systems only. No other damage was inflicted. As far as the crew is concerned, we can't assume anything. Whatever is driving their actions cannot as yet be determined, but it appears to be causing a progressive change. I'm counting on each of you to hold your emotions in check and to fight any strange urges you may experience. The captain may be sending us in to take control of the Azrael. In the meantime, we are to remain on red alert readiness. Dismissed. It was an honor to serve under you, Captain Glenn. I'll never forget that first training mission. I learned a lot from you. I was looking forward to seeing you again and reminiscing about my time at the Academy.
How are you coming, Mr. Galway?
Almost there, sir. Just one more. Ouch!
Are you okay?
Fine, sir. Just a lapse in concentration.
When I get a hold of that Captain Glenn, he's going to be answering to me personally.
For the damage to the warp drive, or my self-electrocution?
Both.
I believe that does it.
And in record time. Engineering to bridge.
Bridge here.
We're back online, Captain. Full warp capability is at your command.
Thanks, Mike. Mr. Taylor, laying a course to the core system. Warp factor 6.
Course laid in, sir.
Engage. Captain's log, stardate 6050.8. En route to the core system, we were intercepted by the Azrael and fired upon unexpectedly. The attack was specifically designed to knock out our warp systems, which we believe was intended to delay our reaching the 5th planet. After relatively quick repairs, we resumed our original course, and now have arrived at Course 5. The Azrael is holding its position near the gas giant, and has not made a move since our arrival. Magnify.
Amazing.
Fascinating.
Analysis, RT.
Those devices seem to be using the entire planet as a source of fuel to create a strange type of energy that I can't identify. Some residual energy is escaping from the planet's gravitational pull and penetrating both Azrael and Farragut.
Our shields?
They appear to have no effect on repelling the energy.
What is your threat assessment?
Unknown. This is unlike anything I've seen before. Our sensors aren't picking up anything new that we haven't been able to analyze from top to bottom from the Azrael's feeds.
I was afraid of that. Hail the Azrael. Let's see if they'll talk.
Farragut to Azrael. Do you read? Sir, I'm getting something. I mean someone. But
What is it?
this person is ordering us to leave the system immediately.
Put me on. Azrael, this is Captain John T. Carr of the USS Farragut. What's your situation?
This is Commodore Sheila Johnson of the USS Azrael. As I outrank you and quite frankly can outthink you and outfight you, I hereby order you to hightail it out of this system before I take measures to destroy your ship.
Commodore who? Look, I don't care who the hell you think you are. Put me through to Captain Glenn immediately.
You have 10 minutes to comply with my order. Azrael out.
I might be mistaken, but I don't recall mention of a Commodore Johnson serving on the Azrael.
No, sir. However, there is an Ensign Sheila Johnson serving as the ship's comm officer.
Ensign?
Captain, the Azrael shields are down.
Very odd for a ship planning to attack us. Any chance you can pinpoint Captain Glenn's location?
I could, if we had access to Glenn's medical records. A narrow-band sensor array is capable of picking up a unique biosignature.
Those records would be available in the Azrael's databanks. I should be able to access them with command-level override codes.
If they haven't locked out access.
Let's give it a try.
Access granted.
Computer, download medical records for Captain Aaron Glenn and tie into the ship's sensor array.
Working. Task complete.
She's all yours, RT.
Got it. He's in the science lab on Deck 5.
Mike, report to the bridge. We're beaming over to the Azrael. You're in command. Mr. Prescott, meet us in the transporter room with one of your staff.
Does it seem excessively hot in here to you, Captain?
It must be over 40 degrees Celsius in here.
Intruders! Get them!
Phasers on stun.
Call security!
No effect. Heavy stun.
Did you see their eyes? It's a good chance that the energy from Chorus 5 is causing the abnormal behaviors and appearances.
And it's going to begin affecting us soon.
Right. No time to waste. Let's get to Glenn and get some answers.
Commander, we're receiving another communication from the alleged Commodore Johnson. Should I respond?
No. Maintain communication silence for the moment while Jack and his team are on board. Mr. Thalen, is there any change in the Azrael's status?
No, sir. It's... Wait a second. That's odd.
What is it?
I don't quite know. My instruments seem to be acting up. I am reading wild fluctuations in our position. 1 second, it's showing where we're supposed to be, and the next, it has us somewhere else completely.
It's not just you. I'm seeing some strange anomalies here as well. Every time I try to correct it, it just goes off again.
Smithfield to Galway.
Galway here.
What's going on down there? We're experiencing some instrumentation failures.
I'm registering multiple failures in most of the primary, secondary, and tertiary systems. But it's sporadic. It's jumping around.
Run diagnostics on all systems. I want to know why my ship is acting up.
Diagnostics aren't working either. I need your help faster. We're going to lose environmental systems too.
On my way. Mr. Thalen, you have the con. Whoa. What just caused that?
I can't nail it down. Every time I try to compensate for one system, another one goes down. This is getting us nowhere.
Agreed. Let's shut down all systems and bring them back under manual control. We'll route minimal power to non-critical systems and lock them down on a fixed setting.
All right, let's do it. That seems to have done the trick. For the moment.
Congratulations, Chief.
Thanks.
Don't get too comfortable, though. I want you to monitor these systems constantly. Advise me of anything unusual. I'll be on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Why can't I solve this? It's all here. I have all I need. I must solve it. I must.
Captain Glenn?
And you are?
Carter, sir. Captain John T. Carter of the USS Farragut.
I don't remember inviting you.
Do you want to explain to me why you fired on my ship?
Nonsense. I didn't fire on anyone. And I strongly suggest you leave my ship before I'm forced to deal with you personally.
What's the big experiment, Glenn? What are you doing here?
You wouldn't understand.
RT?
He's tapped into those devices orbiting Chorus 5. They appear to be part of a network of machines all working in concert, but for what purpose, I can't say.
Alright, that's it, Glenn. You will relinquish command to my security chief and accompany me peacefully to the Farragut. The Azrael will then follow us out of the system.
Go away! I have important research, and I cannot be disturbed!
Let me try, sir. Captain Glenn, it's me, Henry Prescott. Starfleet Academy training mission to Altair 6. You were my commanding officer on that mission.
My only mission is to solve this mystery! And I don't care who you are!
Mr. Prescott, Captain Glenn is under arrest. Take him into custody, please.
Aye, sir. Captain Glenn, please come with me.
I am not going anywhere.
Sorry, Mr. Prescott. I know it must have been difficult to see your former commanding officer behaving like that.
Yes, sir. It was.
Let's get him back to the Farragut and see if we can sort this out. Where are you taking us?
To the brig, of course.
Now, Mr. Prescott.
Good aim, Commander.
Just because I'm a man of science doesn't mean I can't handle a phaser.
Thanks, RT. Carter here.
Just checking in, Jack. Is everything all right over there?
It is now. We had a bit of an incident, but everything's under control. Tell Doc Holly to stand by to receive 3 priority patients.
Sir, Captain Glenn is gone. He must have slipped away while we were dealing with these guards.
Correction. Prepare for 2 priority patients. We'll be back momentarily. Carter out. Any thoughts, RT?
It's your hand, Jack. How do you want to play it?
I'm more worried about what Glenn has up his sleeve. We don't have time to track him down. I'll need you to start analyzing Glenn's data on those machines. Judging by what we've seen already, there isn't much time.
I'm on it.
Mr. Prescott, I have a feeling we're going to need you to execute that hostile takeover plan we discussed. Let's go check on your guard and get back to the Farragut so you can prepare your team.
Very well, sir.
Is it cold in here to you?
It does seem like they've turned the heat down a bit.
Computer, Increase the temperature by 10 degrees.
Why do you think these guards were acting so bizarre?
That's what I'm trying to find out, Ensign. Now, if you're through asking questions, maybe you can assist me with the analysis of this data.
Maybe I don't want to help. I was supposed to be taking the day off anyway.
Are you refusing a direct order from your superior?
What order? You said maybe I could help you. Well, maybe I don't want to.
That's true, you didn't actually order him.
I don't think I'm gonna assist you anymore. You can work this problem out by yourself.
What?
You heard me.
Ensign, you are relieved of duty and can find the quarters.
Fine. See if you can do this without me.
What have you got, RT? From the tone of your message, it must be pretty big.
You bet it is, Jack.
Let's have it.
Well, we've been correct all along about one thing. Those devices are drawing the gases from the atmosphere and using it as some sort of fuel. The entire planet is basically being turned into a gigantic power source.
What in heaven's name would anyone need with such a huge power source?
My analysis concludes multiple possibilities, things I never dreamed possible, things that could change Starfleet and the human race forever.
I don't follow.
There's more. Captain Glenn has successfully established a remote connection to the power generating mechanism, and he's attempting to activate it.
Can he do that? Does he have the knowledge?
Not in his state of mind. Well, I suppose there's a remote chance of him hitting the right combination, but not likely.
But if he tries,
the results could be disastrous for everything within a parsec of the system.
That's all I need to know. It's imperative that we get both ships as far away from this planet as soon as possible.
No!
No?
We can't leave yet!
Explain.
Maybe Glenn can't activate the device properly, but I know I can. I must! The scientific knowledge that could be gained is enormous!
We can't risk it.
I'm not going to abandon this opportunity, Jack. This is what I was meant for. This is the reason I went into sciences in the first place. I have to see this through.
We're going to take over the Azrael, and both ships are leaving the system as soon as possible. This experiment is concluded. That's an order, Mr. Tackett.
No! I won't let you!
Listen to yourself. Look at yourself. This isn't you, RT. Snap out of it.
I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. It was like I wasn't in control.
It's that damn planet. We're getting out of here, right now. Car to Prescott.
Prescott here.
Have your security team in the transporter room on the double. Armed and ready. Transporter room. Prepare to beam security detail to the Azrael bridge on my command. Is it cold in here or what?
Sir, the Azrael has raised their shields.
Confirmed. Looks like Glenn still has some sense of what's going on around him.
Lieutenant Taylor, where are you going?
I'm taking a break. Time for a swift cuppa and a spot of lunch. What's it to you?
Return to your station immediately, mister.
I'm sorry, sir. I really don't know what came over me.
Mr. Thalen, I want a precision attack on the Azrael. Minimum force necessary to bring down her shields. As soon as they're down, cease fire immediately.
Maneuvering thrusters only. Coming into position now, sir.
Evasive.
I can't do it, sir. It's too difficult.
Focus, Thalen. Stay on him.
Jack, I'm reading a buildup of energy from the planet.
I'm aware of that, Robert. Can someone turn up the damn heat in here so I can concentrate?
The Azrael shields are down.
Transporter room, now!
The Azrael, it's firing phasers and photon torpedoes again. Shields are at 60%.
Continue evasive maneuvers, but don't return fire. Just keep us safe for a few moments longer.
What are you doing here? Jones, take these trespassers to the brig!
The Azrael has disarmed.
Carter Prescott.
Prescott here.
I assume the Azrael's crew was less than cooperative?
On the contrary, sir. They were very cooperative.
Well, don't just stand there. Get that ship moving and follow us out of the system.
Aye, sir.
Energy buildup is almost complete.
Get us out of here. Warp factor 6. Captain's Log Supplemental. After surviving the massive planetary explosion of Chorus 5, Captain Glenn is making preparations to depart. His mission is to resume exploration of the remnants of that system. Starfleet hopes that they will uncover answers to some very disconcerting questions.
Thanks once again for pulling us out of the jam back there. I feel pretty foolish. I almost led us all to our destruction over a petty obsession.
Dr. Holly is sure that you and your crew were not responsible for your actions.
And yet she couldn't produce evidence of any medical reason for our condition.
We all suffered something from being exposed to that alien technology.
You, Mr. Prescott? I don't recall noticing you having any difficulties.
My particular training should have allowed me to keep it under control. However, my performance in the lab would seem to indicate otherwise.
Well, in the end you came through for us.
Yes. Captain Glenn, I'm sorry for what happened on the Azrael Bridge. I hope you don't think less of me.
On the contrary, you've once again demonstrated excellence in the performance of your duty. Anyway, the whole thing seems somehow unreal now.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just sorry your Smithfield couldn't be here. I was rather looking forward to meeting her.
No, sir. You might not enjoy that meeting. She's still in her engine room trying to repair the mess that she thinks you caused. Last time I saw her, she was grumbling something that included your name and some choice words that I had to look up.
Come.
Don't tell me you forgot about our Friday night poker game.
Well, to tell you the truth,
he did.
I know that look. You've got something on your mind.
Don't we all? We were witness to an amazing display of power and an incredible feat of genius. I can't help but wonder if there are more remnants of that unusual alien technology.
My money says there is, but what I'm more curious about is what that technology was used for.
When you were insisting that we activate the device, you seemed pretty close to some sort of revelation.
It's like a dream now. You know how the most ridiculous things can seem logical when you're having a dream? But when you wake up, you can't make sense of it, no matter how hard you try?
The way my engineering systems kept acting up, that certainly feels more like a dream now than reality. At least I wish it was a dream.
Well, Prescott thinks it was meant to be some sort of doomsday weapon. I'd rather think that it had a more positive use. Chorus 4 is a good orbital distance from the Sun, and with a little help could be terraformed into a nice little habitable planet. All it would need is a good secondary energy source to maintain an ideal Class M environment.
A logical possibility, if a bit unromantic. I can imagine that power being used to fuel perhaps a massive teleportation device. One that could send entire civilizations to the other side of the known universe. Talk about the ultimate mission of First Contact.